Hello. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to tune in to this live crypto show. Make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave a comment. I would definitely appreciate it. Let us know where you're tuning in from as you join as well. Make sure you take down some notes. Do not leave your fortune to your memory. I got a lot of things to cover today. I'm mostly going to share some Bitcoin price targets. Where do I see Bitcoin going? I'm going to talk about some news. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to dive right into this right now. So hopefully you could hear me and you can see me loud and clear. I'm looking over to my side. If you see me looking this way or looking this way, it's because over here in this command station, I have a big monitor over here, another monitor over here, another one directly in front of me with a camera. You guys get it. So thank you. Make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. I mostly do private classes and private sessions. I have my own crypto academy. This YouTube thing is new, but each and every week on Thursdays, I am coming to you with some good education, some good alpha that can help you navigate through this wild world of cryptocurrency. I've been in the crypto space since 2016. It's been a blessing, not just for me, but for my family, for my friends. It's been life-changing, and it could be life-changing for you as well. One of the things that I love most about cryptocurrencies is that it accepts everybody with open arms. It doesn't matter where you're from, if you're rich, you're poor, you got hair, no hair, you're bald, you live in a third world country, you live in the Midwest, in a trailer park. It doesn't matter. If you want to win, if you want to score, all you have to do is educate yourself, apply the knowledge that you learn, and you can succeed beyond your wildest dreams when it comes to cryptocurrency. So let me go ahead really quick. I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to jump right into this. All right. So what I'm going to share with you today is right now, let me go share the screen and I'll show you. Okay, looking over here, we got it. There we are. So we are 22 days away from the Bitcoin halving. How high could Bitcoin go? I'm going to show you in the charts. We're going to go back in history. We're going to look at the first halving. We're going to measure the move from the first halving to the all-time high. We'll do it to the same thing in the second halving. Then we are going to move forward and get some price predictions for this next upcoming halving that's taking place in 22 days. Man, I am so excited. What's going on? What's going on? Richard in the house. Welcome, man. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. All right. So let's get right into this. So we got 22 days, 15 hours, and 45 minutes to the next Bitcoin halving, where the supply will be cut in half. Now, let me change the screen here so you guys can see it a little better. All right, let's go over some news. This is in Yahoo Finance. You can see here, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, very bullish on the long-term prospect of Bitcoin. You can see right here, this was an interview yesterday. I actually shared this over on Twitter. Swing on over to Twitter and follow me at Carlos Aponte Jr. It's my actual name. You can follow me over there because I put up a lot of different information, different news, resources. I put it all on Twitter. So swing on over there and follow me. But in this particular article here in Yahoo Finance, you can see an interview with Fox Business on March 27th. This was yesterday. The video is actually on my Twitter. But Larry Fink, he basically said that he had no idea it was going to grow as fast as it grew. It was just amazing and how fast that Bitcoin exploded. He said that Bitcoin is the fastest growing ETF in history. Welcome. We got Mike in the house from the UK. Thank you. Yeah, man. Thank you for tuning in. Based AI, that's right. Based AI is going to be a big one for us, right? No financial advice, guys. No financial advice whatsoever. What's going on? We got TJ in the house. What's going on? All right. Who else we got? We got some more people tuning in. Guys, as you join us, make sure you like, you subscribe, you tune in, right? Let's see here. Now, let's come on over to Twitter. I just want to show you this really fast. So Michael Saylor, make sure you follow Michael Saylor, Smart Money. He is the founder of MicroStrategy. This company has taken off. I called this stock out. It's a traditional stock. I called that out at $340. And let me tell you, today it's over $1,700 and change. I think it got to like $1,900. It is, even though it's a stock, it's moving like damn crypto. This is how fast the markets are moving. Michael Saylor is a genius when it comes to numbers. He is scooping up as many Bitcoins as he can. Make sure you follow him for some really good education and some good information. He puts out some really cool images and photos. But this is the video right here. You can see it. And in this video, he says that Bitcoin is the fastest ETF in history. Okay, that is a big deal. Now let's talk some other numbers here. This was the inflows, $200 million in inflows for ARK21 shares. That is ARK Financial's Cathie Wood's ETF, Bitcoin ETF, $200 million in inflows for the first time. This is wild what is happening right now. We've never seen this before. So I want you to take the charts and the information I'm going to share with you with a grain of salt. And the reason why, welcome. What's going on? Jeremy in the house, welcome. So I want you to take that with a grain of salt. Why? Because we didn't have institutions in the game before. All right. So let's just jump right into that information. I think it's really important to give you this data so that you could actually see. Now, these yellow lines that you see here, right? These horizontal or vertical lines that you see here, those are the halving lines. Halving. Right? These lines here. First halving, second halving, third halving. The fourth halving is coming up in 22 days. All right. So keep that in mind, these lines. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Now, this is absolutely free. If you want to go ahead and do this, all you need is a TradingView account. You can get a link in the description to sign up for a TradingView, absolutely free. Set up the account, support the channel in the description. Go ahead and sign up for that. Now, once you do that, all you have to do is open up the Bitcoin USD chart, and I am using the Bitstamp chart because there's more data on that chart compared to like Coinbase or Binance and those others. So this has a lot of data going back from over here, August 11th of August 2011. And you can see this indicator that I have is just a Bitcoin halving indicator. You just click on indicators and just put Bitcoin halving, and it's going to put those lines in there for you. All right. Now let's just go into the numbers. Hopefully you can see this loud and clear, or nice and bright. I'm going to make it bigger so that you can see. All we got to do now, if you're taking down notes, I want you to write this down. This is going to make a lot of sense. Now, this was the first halving. Notice that we got here, first halving, right? We go sideways, we hit the top right here. So I'm just going to measure that move from here to here. Look at the percentage, 10,213% to the all-time high. Now, I want you to look at the dates in the bottom. Look at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and take off this banner so that you can see the bottom. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you, change the overlay here. All right. So there you have it. Look at the dates right here. Okay. So you have the first halving, right? So the first halving, the all-time high, November 13th. So you can see from November 28th, 2012 to November 13th. So you're looking at about 12 months, right? 12, 13 months, give or take. We got to that all-time high, and that was 10,200% growth to the upside from here to there after the halving. Now let's fast forward. Let's go right here, 2016, August 2016. I actually was in crypto at this time. This was my first bull run. This was a life-changing run for my family and I and a lot of my friends. Now, look at this halving. Okay, same thing. Halving happens. We're going to measure the move from here to the all-time high, 3,500%. You guys see that? 3,500%, give or take, right? 3,500%. Look at the date, right? From the date of July 9th, 2016, that was the halving date, to the all-time high date, December 2017. That is about 12, what was that window? If you guys count, that was what? 16 months. So from the halving to the all-time high in Bitcoin was 16 months, and that gave a 34 to 3,500% growth to the upside. Pretty cool, right? And we hit an all-time high. We hit an all-time high. We hit an all-time high. After the halving, it moves up. We hit an all-time high. Now let's fast forward right to now. This is the third halving, right? You can see here the third halving here. Now, third halving to the all-time high. We're going to go ahead and look at this all-time high right over here. Let me get the dates for you. You can see right around October 21st was the all-time high for this. And if we measure that move from here to the all-time high of October, we're looking at about 700%, right? Somewhere around there, that was where the all-time high came in. And then after that, it started coming down. And you can see we went all the way down to about this level here, right? 15,000 and lower. And you can see that. But 700% move, guys, after the halving. Now, here's where it gets wild. This is where it gets a little bit insane, is that if you look at Bitcoin right now, we are $71,000 right now. We already hit an all-time high pre-halving. This never happened before in the history of Bitcoin. This is the first time. This is the first time. Now, why could that be? It's because institutions and Wall Street are in the game now. Okay, so from here to here, all of these halvings was regular people like you and I, maybe some investors, right? But no major institution, no MicroStrategies, right? No BlackRock, no ETFs. This is brand new. The financial markets have $80 trillion plus at their disposal. That's how much money if they throw in 10% of that, that's $8 trillion into the market of crypto that can skyrocket and take this to levels that we've never seen before. All right. If I open up another chart in CoinMarketCap just to show you really fast, the total market cap, overall market cap of crypto as a whole is $2.6 trillion. That's every crypto that's in existence. The total market cap is $2.6 trillion. So when you consider Wall Street, they have more money than the overall market cap of the entire crypto space right now. And they could easily throw in 5%, okay? 5% of $80 trillion, you guys do the math. 10% of $80 trillion, you do the math. That will take the market cap of crypto to an insane level that we can't even fathom, right now. A lot of people just can't see it. But what I'm going to do for this video here, and to put things into perspective, is I shared with you what happens after the halving. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you using a little tool called a Fibonacci retracement. I use this tool to take profits and to determine take profit levels. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead, because the halving hasn't happened yet. The halving is going to happen in April, right, in about 3 weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Fibonacci retracement tool. We're going to go from the all-time high, right, of October 2021, and we're just going to drag it down to the bottom here of this green candle when the market started to shift and go up. And now this tool is going to give me, and it's showing you right now, 3 price targets. Now, 3 price targets. Now, take a look at this. So target number 1 is coming in at $100,000, guys. If you just joined us, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask away in the comments section. I appreciate all of you for jumping on board here, subscribing, showing your love, and taking time out of your schedule to be here with us. Now, this is the first target. You can see right here. This is the 1.618 Fibonacci tool. Okay, so that's coming in at $100,000. Level number 2 is coming in. This is the 21618. This is coming in at $151,000. Level number 3, it's coming in at $203,000. That is the level. Now, if history repeats itself, let's just go back. I'm going to measure now. So these are according to the Fibonacci retracement, these are potential take profit zones. 1, 2, 3. These are huge zones. Now what I want to do next is I just want to go ahead and I want to measure how big this percentage is from where we are right now to the top one right here. We're coming in at 184%. So from where we are right now to the top at $200,000, which I think this could happen. I really do. Now, this is not financial advice. I really think this could happen, especially when we go back in history and look at the percentage moves that we get in Bitcoin after every halving. We got a window of time. So within 12 to 17 months, we hit those all-time highs, right? When you go back and you measure the time frame in the past halvings, and we hit an all-time high. I want to go back and show you this again. That's 184% from here to 200,000. Let's go back to the all-time, to the halvings, okay? Look at this. First one, from here to there, almost 10,000%. Second one, from here to here, 33, 34, 3,500%. Third one, from here to here, 783%. Could we get 183% to the upside after this next halving? Is that too far-fetched? I don't think so. It gave us more before. It gave us more each and every halving. It gave us more. And it gave us more without institutions, without Wall Street, without the big money at play. Now we have less supply, more demand. Everybody in the world wants Bitcoin. Every country wants to hold Bitcoin. Companies are starting to look at Bitcoin and they want to add it to their balance sheet. There's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be available, will ever be mined. Just in New York City alone, you probably got 21 million people, okay? So that's not enough Bitcoin to go around. Now, if I go back to people like Cathie Wood over here, which she's an amazing investor with an amazing hedge fund and a great track record, she's calling a $2 million per Bitcoin. $2 million per Bitcoin. So a $200,000 per Bitcoin, I think could happen, is definitely probable in this next bull run. From after the halving, we got a window, 12 months to 17 months. That is the window. So here's the dates. If you're thinking of dates of where you want to start laddering out and taking profits off the table, this is going to be somewhere around April 2025 to September, October of 2025. This is when we should hit, according to past history data, we should get to an all-time high. But keep in mind, it's a different game today. We have Wall Street playing the game. We got people like Cathie Wood. We got people like Larry Fink from BlackRock, who's one of the richest people and the most powerful people in the damn world, right? These guys run countries' finances. That's how big these guys are. You have people like Michael Saylor over here. Now look at Michael Saylor. All he continues to do is buy a Bitcoin, buy a Bitcoin, buy a Bitcoin. When he started to do this under MicroStrategies, right, and adding it to their books, people thought he was crazy. His own board thought he was crazy. He kept dollar cost averaging. This guy went to MIT. He's not stupid. He thinks completely different than most people think. His IQ level is on a whole nother level, right? Go to SaylorTracker.com and you can see that. So all of these lines is when he started acquiring Bitcoin. And you can see here, every green circle is MicroStrategies acquiring Bitcoin. And all he kept doing was dollar cost averaging. He's buying up at all levels. A novice investor is waiting for a pullback. Oh man, I'll get a pullback and then the pullback doesn't happen, and they end up buying it at the top when every Tom, Dick, and Harry is talking about it, right? You want to make sure you're in the game right now, okay? You want to make sure you got some skin in the game right now, because when it comes to Bitcoin, there's not going to be no more Bitcoin made after they're all mined. It's going to be 21 million Bitcoin in existence. 5 million of those Bitcoins is lost because people can't get into their wallets, lost their wallets, whatever the case may be. There's not enough Bitcoin to go around. This is the gold standard. So follow the smart money. Do what the smart people are doing, okay? People like Michael Saylor, Larry Fink, Cathie Wood, they're buying up Bitcoin. Michael Saylor in an interview said he is buying up all the Bitcoin he can because whoever controls the bulk of the Bitcoin controls the narrative. And that is so true. That is why they're buying it up, buying it up, buying it up, buying it up. And then what he does, he buys up, buys up, buys up, and then he borrows against his Bitcoin, and then he buys up more. Continues to do that. I mean, this guy is so smart with how these guys are doing it. But the reason I'm saying that is we didn't have these guys here. We didn't have these guys here. We didn't have these guys here. So I think I'm lowballing it, calling it at 200,000. You let me know in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat, is 200,000 is it far-fetched for the next 12 to 15 months for Bitcoin? You let me know. What's going on? What's going on? Hello, Pat. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It definitely will. I agree with you. It will still be a buy at $1 million, and people will buy it at $1 million. So these are the price targets that I have. Make sure you add them here, right? You go over here, 100,000. Number 2, 151,000. Number 3, $203,000 per Bitcoin over the next 12 to 17 months, right? And thank you, Charlie boy, thanks. Yeah, it's definitely not far-fetched. Now, here's another thing, right? There's a lot of smart people out there. There's a lot of good analysts out there. Another thing that you can do is, if you look after the Bitcoin ETF, now don't quote me on these numbers. I don't know these numbers, the exact numbers right now. Right? But after the Bitcoin ETF came out, right, which wasn't long ago, Bitcoin skyrocketed almost 90%, if not more, in a short amount of time. I believe it's been under 60 days. And it went from and just skyrocketed 90% after the ETFs were approved. Think about that. Bitcoin ETFs get approved, and Bitcoin skyrockets to hit the all-time high of $73,000. And that happened in like 50-something days, 60 days, less than 60 days, okay? And that happened, 90% move. So let's say that we get a 90% move from where we are right now, okay? After the halving, we get a 90% move, right? Because that is a big event. So we get a 90% move after the halving. That's going to take us up to, oh my God, let's just call it somewhere around $130,000. It's wild what could happen. And so we got a 90% move, or a little bit more, from once the ETF got approved to the all-time high. That took place in under 60 days. That just happened. Now the Bitcoin halving happens in April, the end of April. If we get 90% to the upside, that's 130-something thousand. So I think we're right in line at these levels. We are right in line. Now, guys, I believe that if this happens in Bitcoin, then the altcoins are going to fly. Altcoins are going to fly. There's going to be life-changing gains made in altcoins as well. So not just Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the gold standard. This is the insurance policy, right? But for those of you who cannot buy an entire Bitcoin, one of the things that I do, and I'm teaching people to buy good, solid, fundamentally sound altcoins. So for example, I'll give you one right now, right? I'm not looking at the chart or anything like that, but it's a solid coin. I could easily see this thing doing 3 to 5x right now on the low end. That is a 300 to 500% move. We know that Bitcoin is going to give us this 100% move, 184% move, but altcoins can give you 300, 500, 1,000%, 1,500%. But one coin that's a safer play, a blue chip type of coin, is Chainlink, right? And Chainlink, some people are saying Chainlink can get to $1 trillion market cap on its own because they're doing business with everybody, including a lot of these companies like BlackRock. Now, and they have a Swift contract as well, so a partnership with Swift. Now, if Chainlink gets from where it's at right now to $100, $150, I mean, you're looking at a 300 to 500, if not more, percent. Now, you can go ahead and sell that. Instead of selling it for US dollar, you sell it for Bitcoin, right? Because that outperformed the Bitcoin. So instead of you buying Bitcoin right now, you can buy an altcoin. It goes up, gives you a nice 400, 500, 600% move. You sell that altcoin for Bitcoin, and you can do that on any leading exchange. And now you have a lot more Bitcoin than if you would have deployed your capital strictly into Bitcoin. Okay, so I hope that made a lot of sense right there, right? So yeah, Charlie boy, 357 in 12 months. Yeah, you know what? It could happen. It definitely could happen. Now, these are conservative numbers, right, that we're looking at here based on Fibonacci retracement and also based on the all-time high that we hit without institutions in the game. So I think 350 is a easy one, right? So there's a lot of people short of BTC. Yeah, exactly. There could be a short squeeze here. And the reason why people just, get destroyed when you're shorting, right now, you shouldn't be shorting Bitcoin. You shouldn't be shorting cryptos. I'd rather wait until the market pulls back and then buy at a support level to go to the upside. And the reason why, especially with Bitcoin, is if a country, let's say Saudi Arabia decides to announce that they've been buying 100 Bitcoins every day for the last 12 months, and now they make it public. Everybody that's shorting is going to get destroyed, and the price of Bitcoin is going to skyrocket. That'll be the biggest news out there. And that could happen. See, we don't know. We can look at the charts as many times as we want, but you're never going to know when a major institution has been accumulating certain coins, or a major country has been accumulating certain coins, because we could see accumulation of certain coins. There's a wallet that's been purchasing 100 coins a day, if not more, and they haven't missed a day yet. Obviously, anybody who can do that is worth billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, right? They've been doing that. Here's the thing. We don't know who that is. Imagine when that news comes out, what's going to happen to Bitcoin. And if you're shorting, you are destroyed right there. Okay, you are destroyed. So guys, that's where we are when it comes to Bitcoin. Just to recap on this, I'm using TradingView. There is a chart, a link in the description. Go ahead and get that. You can get the indicator for the halving. It's absolutely free. To use this is absolutely free. And all I did was look at the halving and just measure from the halving day to the top. And then it started to retrace. Did it again from the bottom to the top. I measured that percentage move, look at the averages, and we could easily get a 300 to 400% move just based on these averages. But take into consideration that we have institutions in the game right now. Institutions were not in the game the past 3 halvings. They're in the game right now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this training. Those are my price targets right here: 100,000, 150, 203,000 in the next 12 to 15 months for Bitcoin. And the altcoins are going to fly, not all, but the right ones. If you don't know which ones are the right ones, make sure you tune in and join my academy. You can tune in and join right here. Go to multiplestreamsofcrypto.net and you will get access to everything and be able to plug in live to all of my live classes. Also, guys, make sure you protect yourself. Protect your crypto, protect all of your assets when you're logging in online. Even if you have children that they log into different websites, make sure you have NordVPN turned on. It's so affordable, so cheap. You can get this for like 2 years. It's about $3 to $4 a month to protect yourself. The hackers are out there and they're trying to see what you're doing. Don't let them see what you're doing. Get your NordVPN set up right now. There is a link in the description. If you would like to support the channel, I would definitely appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Pat, thank you, thank you, thank you. Alts can change your life, and they definitely could, and they will. And guys, we have the time right now. 12 to 17 month window. Right now is the time to start deploying, educating yourself, learning the right skills, learning the right strategies, and join a good community where you can lock arms, you can educate yourself, you can take action together, and everybody wins. With that being said, take care. I will see you inside of the academy, or if you don't join the academy, I'll see you in the next free crypto call this coming week on Thursday. Take care, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye-bye. See you in the next one.